So the other day I saw this ad on TV, and it was a really great offer. It was something that was really enticing, really interesting, and I'm sure you've seen it too. The problem is that it was a great deal for new consumers, new customers. So if you were a new customer, you were set. You were gold by this ad because you were going to get really, really, really good savings. But if you were an existing customer or client, forget it. You were screwed. You were really effed over. And there's this idea that we have that strangers are more important and of more value to our business than our existing consumers. We have a base of people that we work with on a regular basis, and we value them less than people we don't even know. We treat strangers like, as businesses, we chase strangers like dogs on a leash chasing a car. It's like, gotta go get it, gotta go get it, gotta go get it. And occasionally, after a lot of work and effort, we get one. And it took a lot to get there. Lots of time, lots of effort, lots of money and resources, things that we don't have a lot of when you're a self-employed smaller home business. It's really hard to find the time to really sort of market and sell yourself in the traditional way. And chasing after strangers for little to no return, that is modern marketing in a nutshell. And sure, it might work if you were a big business like Target or Walmart or Amazon or something like that. It doesn't work if you're a small, self-employed or home business. It isn't what we need. We need to flip the page, all right? Every business chases after strangers, but your existing customers, they've spent money with you. They have been with you for a very long time. They have been there through the tough times. They have been there through the good times. They have helped you get through a pandemic, probably a couple of recessions, if you're anything like me. I mean, I think this is like the market crash or recession or what, like you name it. And this is how we treat them. We treat them like they're less than somebody we don't even know. And to be honest with you, those strangers, most of them could care less. They don't want to deal with us. They don't want to know us. They don't want what we're selling. So you're basically just screaming into the wind to get nothing back. And that's not really how it should work. We need better results with a lot less work. And so what it takes to convert a consumer into a loyal customer is time, effort, money, resources. We put a lot into very little return. You're going to have to speak to thousands of people to get a very small handful of people who may or may not stick around. Sure, they might purchase once, but you can't sustain that. You need people coming back on a regular basis. The other side of it is, it's not a one and done thing. You constantly have to be reaching out to new strangers, finding more strangers, getting their attention, working them down till they're ready to purchase something. And again, it's not necessarily guaranteed that they are going to hang around for a little bit of time, for any time, that they're going to be a repeat person. And in my mind, that always made no sense. That was kind of pointless. And I always thought, why am I spending this time trying to convince you, who I don't know, who keeps kind of looking like you're really bored, that I am the best solution for you, when I have a whole group of people, a loyal consumer base that has been there for me, that's worked for me, that really wants to be a part of what it is I'm doing. And that's what I'm saying. We need to refocus our energies and our efforts. We need to flip the page by looking at our current consumers more than strangers. We need to show them a little love, a little appreciation, and that is going to go a long way, because appreciation, it's a highly concentrated mix. A little bit can go a long way. You just need to be consistent about it. And you're gonna have to be consistent with the strangers, but it's gonna be a lot less return. And it's gonna take a lot more than just a little appreciation to get them to convert over. Now, I'm not saying we're gonna ignore strangers, because we're gonna definitely start looking at outside of our circle, but we're gonna spend more time focusing inside than outside, all right? Let's look at it this way. You have a loyal base of consumers, your super fans, your Bettys, whatever you want to call them, and they know people just like them. People with the same tastes, same habits, same behaviors, same buying interests. People that they have influence over. People who listen to them when they say something, who will act on their suggestions. People who probably like your offerings as much as your super fan and Betty do. And here's the great thing. With a little appreciation, with a little love, they will do the heavy lifting for you. They will do all the work for you. Let's look at it this way. Consider this. So your best friend comes to you and they suggest a movie. And you're like, I don't know. I don't really like that genre of movie, but my best buddy Tom, he's telling me I got to see this. Nobody knows me like Tom knows me. Tom has been with me for 20, 30 years. He knows what I like, what I don't like. So if Tom is telling me something, I can take that to the bank because I know that's gold. That is going to be, if he says it, it's going to be the right thing for me. And that's the power of word of mouth. That's the power of activating your current base, because they are going to tell their friends, and their friends, in almost every case, are going to listen to them. They're going to take them up on what you've said and how you've said it. They're going to listen to them and they are going to purchase. Ideally, that was the idea behind influencers. It was somebody that you saw on the internet, that you had a relationship with, that you supposedly trusted, to give you information on purchasing something and why this was a perfect solution for you. That's not what actually happened, but that was the idea that was behind it. That was the idea that was driving influencer marketing, all right? Now, it bears repeating, and I say this all the time, because you are a customer, you are a consumer, in addition to being a business owner. And that gives you a very unique perspective. It is the only time where I actually think both sidisms actually work, because you understand what it's like to run a business, the challenges that you face, the hill obstacles that you have to battle. You also know what it's like to go out to a business and to be treated poorly or be treated with appreciation, respect, and understanding. Now think about the businesses that you spend money with, right? Like you're out there spending cash. Some of them you spend a lot of money with, some of them not so much. But wouldn't a little love and attention from any of them be nice? Wouldn't it want to make you go out and spend more? Wouldn't it want you to tell all your friends, to shout about it from the mountains? Because little appreciation, a little love, it can go a long way. And that's why I'm telling you, a little dab will do you. Now, we've talked a lot about showing appreciation, right? But how? How do you show it? Because I'm giving you all kinds of great, why you should do it, but I haven't told you how. And honestly, really anything is going to do as long as you do it and you do it consistently. You can compliment them. You can send thank you notes. You can check in with them. There are 1,000,001 things that you could do. And you know your consumers because you are your consumer. You are exactly like the people that purchase from you. So you know the things that they are going to like, that they are going to engage with, that they are going to be excited about, because they are you. Now, when I was running the design office, one of the things that I always did was I sent out handwritten thank you notes. Now, if you've ever seen my handwriting, that's probably not the appreciation gift that it seemed to be, but in all honesty, it was a really well thought out idea. People loved it because in the age of emails and text messages and everything, I took the time to write out a thank you note, write out an envelope, and put a stamp on it and mail it to somebody. That showed a level of appreciation. That said to them, thank you. I really appreciate you spending your money with me, and I want to show you how much I appreciate that. And it did it every project, that's what you got. Now, I mixed it up here and there, and I would send them other things throughout the year, and I would talk to them. I would check in every once in a while. If I hadn't heard from somebody in about a month, and it was kind of weird for them because I hadn't heard from them, I would check in. All of those little things send messages. All of those little things show the love and the appreciation that you need, that you want when you're a consumer. Now, we all want our businesses to grow. We all want businesses with consumers who get us, who understand us, who appreciate the value that we bring and respect us as a business and a business owner. They respect the experience that we offer them. And that only happens when you show them the love, when you treat them like they are the most important person in the world. When you treat them better than you treat strangers, because they are the most important thing in the world. Leave some comments and let's start the conversation on it. I may be wrong on this, but I'm probably right. I'll talk to you soon.